Get up. What is up, everybody? I'm Mr. Clutch, bringing you guys another free play. Thank you guys so much for checking out my channel, guys. It really means a lot. Just trying to grow it and post a lot of free plays. So, guys, make sure you're subscribing. It really helped me out. Again, I'm going to be taking this game one, guys. We will be taking the Twins on the run line. I'm going to be breaking it down. It's plus money, and I really like it, guys, and I'm about to tell you why. Pretty pumped up for these playoffs. Anyways, the game one, guys. Twins, they're pretty big favorites. Their money line is 175 right now. Exactly why I took the run line. I'm not going to lay that kind of juice. And the Astros are dogs in this one. They are plus 155. And we got over under 7.5 in this one, guys, with the weather blowing out to left field, 8 miles an hour, and it's about 56 degrees today. So that's pretty good there. The pitching matchup, guys, we got Zack Greinke versus Kenta Maeda. Going to start with Greinke first, guys, and then I'll kind of just move on to the Twins after that. Zack Greinke and these Astros kind of just stumbled in to these playoffs, guys. I mean, they have an under 500 record. They're 29-31 on the season, and then Greinke is 3-3 on the season. And if we look at Greinke overall, guys, this guy is not what he used to be. He doesn't have his overpowering fastball. He doesn't have his nasty stuff, really. This guy relies on 5 pitches, guys: his sinker, his four-seamer, his curve, his slider, and his change, guys. And what he does is he'll just kind of paint corners. He'll really throw strikes, and I'll get into that on. He just doesn't walk batters, guys, is my point. So he's going to throw strikes. He's going to make hitters get themselves out. That's how he pitches, guys. A few stat lines from Greinke also. He has a 4.03 ERA in 12 games this season. He has pitched in 67 innings this year, and in those 67 innings, he had 67 Ks and gave up 67 hits. I don't know why 67 was his number, but it was. But positive note, he only gave up 6 home runs and 9 walks. That's pretty damn good. He had a FIP of 2.8, so that's pretty good as well. And if you look at his last 3 to 4 years, guys, Greinke's FIP has always been higher than his ERA, but this season it didn't really show that. So for any of you that don't know what FIP is, it's kind of just independent pitching, basically. It kind of throws out the bullshit as far as if a batter gets a weak hit or the defense messes up, stuff like that, guys. Anyways, just going to keep it going though. Just wanted to bring that up. Another interesting thing about Greinke, guys, he has social anxiety. I don't know if anybody knew that, but in 2019, it kind of got brought up a lot when he was playing the Yankees. The Yankees fans were giving stuff about it, and I mean, for anybody that has social anxiety, I know a lot of people do, that had to be hard. I mean, in a huge crowd and people just yelling at you and calling you stuff. I mean, at least for him today, he doesn't have a huge crowd going at him, but I'm sure this game in the playoffs is going to give him a little anxiety going up against these Twins, but we'll see what happens. I just wanted to point that out. It just kind of shows, we research our pitchers over here. Last thing I wanted to mention, Greinke started off the season okay, or pretty good, and then the last 5 games, guys, he really did terrible. 26.2 innings, guys, in his last 5 games. He gave up 35 hits, 4 home runs, and remember, he only gave up 6 all year. In the last 5 games, he gave up 4. He had 3 walks in that time, and then walking away with a 6.08 ERA, and then letting opponents bat 310 off him and slugging 504. Pretty bad numbers for Greinke in that time. The only hitter on the Twins, guys, that really has double-digit at-bats off him and off Greinke in their career is Nelson Cruz, guys. He has 15 ABs off Greinke in his career with a 267 average. So really not much there. And the last thing I wanted to touch on Greinke's numbers, guys, is his postseason ERA. He's been in the league for 16 years, so he's definitely been there before. But he has a postseason ERA of 4.21. And before I get into the Twins and Maeda side of things, guys, I just wanted to talk about the Astros hitting. The Astros are hitting 240 on the season as a team, and versus righties, they're hitting 244. And then this month of September, though, the Astros have looked pretty bad. The Astros hit 228 this September and only slugged 383. One positive note about them, I guess, they averaged 4.65 runs per game this season, so kind of middle of the pack. But if you look at the lineup, guys, there's they have names on the back of their jerseys, they're pretty good hitters, but it hasn't been that great this year. I would literally say they're all been average besides Brantley. Springer hitting 265, Altuve 219. That man does not have a trash can to give him the signs or things like that. So he's struggling, and it's just showing actually. Brantley 300, like I said, he's probably the standout of this lineup. Bregman 242, Tucker 268. You guys get my point. I'm not going to go over all of them, but it's just going to take forever if I do that and give you all the advanced stats. But pretty average overall, guys. Moving on now, guys, we got the Astros going up against Kenta Maeda, 32 years old, guys, coming off a fantastic season. He's been pitching great for this Twins team, guys. He's pitched in 11 games this season, had 66.2 innings under his belt, gave up 40 hits, 20 earned runs, 9 home runs, 80 freaking Ks. Amazing. Only walked 10 batters, guys, walking away with a 6.1 record, a 2.7 ERA, and a 2.99 FIP. Pretty amazing stuff. And he also only had a 0.75 whip. Great stuff from that right-hander, guys. Lefties only batted 187 off him this year, and righties only batted 144 off him. Nobody was hitting this guy. And then also, if we look at his home, he's home today. If we look at his home ERA, guys, he has a 1.33 ERA at home and a 0.52 whip this season at home as well. So if I was the Astros, I'd be pretty scared for this one, guys, going up against Kenta Maeda. I mean, he's lights out, has been lights out lately as well. Not much career numbers versus Maeda for the Astros, only one guy and double digits, so really not going to cover that. The last few things I wanted to point out, guys, Maeda has 6 pitches, guys. He has a slider, change, fastball, sinker, curve, and a cutter. His slider and his change, guys, are his bread and butter pitchers. His slider, he throws 38.6% of the time. His change, he throws 29.5% of the time. The Astros hitters will probably struggle facing him today, guys. Maeda has some nasty breakers, guys, and his high strikeout percentage is what's so great. He ended the regular season striking out at least 7 guys in his last 7 games this season. So he's in great form, and like we already talked about, Greinke's not in great form right now, guys. And also, if we look at his postseason record, Maeda's postseason stats, he has pitched in 32.2 innings in the postseason in his career. Only 3 starts, but overall, he has a 3.31 ERA. Again, just wanted to point that out. I really do believe Maeda will get his first postseason win as a starter today versus these Astros. And then just getting into the Twins offense, guys, they only batted 242 on the season and slugged 427. And then at home, they batted 239. And against righties this season, they batted 244. And in the month of September, guys, they batted 249. So definitely a little bit better than the Astros. So overall, they're kind of even as far as both lineups have a lot of pop, but if you give me a side in this one, I'm taking the Twins bats, guys. Kepler's batting 228 on the season, 9 home runs. Cruz 303. I'm just naming some guys. Donaldson not having a good year, 222. Overall, this lineup can get it done. I like the top of the lineup way more than I like the bottom of the lineup, but that's how it goes for a lot of these teams, guys. Astros had a combined 69 home runs on the season, and the Twins had a combined 91 home runs on the season. But we already know both starting pitchers are very good with the home run ball, guys. Greinke has only given up 6 all year. Maeda's only given up 9. Both pitchers eliminate the free bases, guys. Like, they don't give up walks, they don't give up home runs. But the thing about Greinke is he gives up a lot of hits. He doesn't put a lot of guys away, and that's an advantage to Maeda, guys. He can put guys away. He can bring up the Ks for sure. Overall, I think the Twins have the advantage in this game, like I've already said. Greinke's in a funk right now, guys, and Maeda has not been. I know that's a really simple way of putting it, guys, but the Twins have the pitching advantage from a starting perspective and the bullpen perspective. I want to take the first 5 because I know Greinke gets worse as the game goes on. I'm going to get into that, but actually, I'll cover it right now. Greinke's first time through the lineup, guys, this season. Batters hitting 208 off him. Second time through the lineup, hitters hitting 283 off him. And then third time through the lineup, hitters batting 298 off him this season. And on the other side of the things, Kenta Maeda this season, guys, first time through the lineup, batters hitting 134 off him. Second time through the lineup, 156, and then third time through the lineup, 267. Like I said, it's going to be a great pitching matchup today. That's again why the over/under is at 7.5, guys. But if you make me pick a side, and I will be picking this side, it's the Twins for me. And if we look at it even closer as far as ahead of count and behind the count, Greinke, batters ahead of the count, they're hitting 345 off him. Even count, they're batting 216 off Greinke. Even count 216, and then Greinke ahead 203, guys. And then Twins have to know, like, he's only walked 9 batters. He's going to throw strikes. Greinke has to throw strikes to be able to be the pitcher he is, honestly. Like, he can't be getting away, walking guys, and then letting up a lot of hits. Like, that's just not how it works. He makes the hitters put it in play, guys, and that's how Greinke's been pitching. He just doesn't have the high K upside anymore. I mean, he pitched in how many innings? He pitched in 67 innings and had 67 K. So, I mean, he's averaging a K per inning, but Maeda's way up there. So my strategy here is that the Twins just need to know he's going to throw a lot of strikes. So hopefully they're ready for that. And I mean, even count, you might as well don't let Greinke get ahead. You want to stay ahead because you're batting 345 off him. On the flip side, guys, sorry, I was kind of confused there. On the flip side of things, guys, Kenta Maeda, kind of the same thing the Astros need to do that the Twins need to do. They need to swing early, guys. First pitch, batter's hitting 269 off Maeda. But if you let the pitch go by, guys, Maeda ahead of the count, batter's only hitting .083 off him this season. That's a huge difference. And I'm not the hitting coach or anything like that, but if I had one suggestion for this Astros team, it would be swing early. If it's a strike, swing at the first pitch. Because, like, if you miss that first pitch, man, Maeda ahead you're literally batting .083. I mean, that's crazy. It's a crazy difference. And then as far as batters ahead on him this season, they're batting 250, and then on an even count, they're batting 211 off him. Overall, guys, I think the Twins can control this game. I know it's low over-under, but I think the Twins can win this game by a couple. I really do. I think Greinke's going to get worse as he goes on, and I think this Twins can tack on a couple and then just hold that lead, baby. So today, first game, guys, we'll be playing the Twins on the run line, -1.5, +125. I love the price, guys. We'll be playing that for 1 unit. And make sure you guys follow for some more because I'll be posting a lot of free picks during this MLB playoff season, baby. Hope you guys have a great day, and let's cash this digit.